Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's tutorial is going to be a high waist, no sew Ankara skirt. Welcome to Sewing with Chichi. I'm very sorry I've been missing for a while, but now we're back to stay. So we're going to need a fabric, a zipper, pins, measuring tape and the scissors. We'll also need a thread and a needle for this tutorial. So to begin with, I'll use the measuring tape and measure my waist to get the measurement for my waist to know how much I'll be cutting for my waistband. Whatever measurement I get for my waist, that's how much I'm going to use to cut the waistband. So this is the length of my waistband. It was actually 32, but I did leave 2 inches because I'll be attaching the zipper to it. So I made sure I left 2 inches for the zipper. I folded the waistband into 2 on both sides and folded again, and I ironed it so it looks pretty neat. I just didn't want, the rough edges showing out on the skirt, so I did fold it into 2. So now I'm going to use the pins and pin the main fabric onto the waistband. I'll make sure I pin it in very short pins, like short distances, so that the gathers are pretty full. I want the skirt really gathered, and I did use the whole length because I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'9", so if you are shorter, you want to reduce the length so it's not too long for you. But I'm tall, so I left it. So I really want it to be flayed. After pinning the skirt, this is how it looks like with the pins on it. So I just measured it to make sure it's the way I wanted it to be before I start sewing with the thread and the needle. Now I'm going to thread my needle with a black thread to start sewing. Before I start sewing, I will knot the first stitch I make, knotting it so that it doesn't unravel. That's one trick with sewing with a thread and needle. Make sure you knot the first stitch so it stays intact. Trick number 1. Trick number 2 is to make sure you sew very short stitches so that it looks neat and professional. You don't want to do long stitches. No. It's not going to look. We're trying to mimic a sewing machine. So you want to make sure that if you do something with all this time, it should at least be durable. If you do long stitches, I assure you it's going to start unraveling very fast. So trick number 2, sew short stitches. Okay, so I'm going to do all that all through the waistband, sewing the fabric onto the waistband using the thread and needle. This is what it looks like, and I took off the pins, and this is what it looks like. Pretty cool with very short stitches. And now I measured it just to make sure it's what I wanted it to be. I'm going to attach the zipper onto this skirt, making sure that I use up the 2 inches I left, because if I don't use that up, the skirt is going to be big. So there's trick number 3 on how to attach a zipper onto a skirt for beginners. You have to sew all through, just close it up. After you sew all through, you will take the zipper and put onto it and then sew. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I just sewed all through the skirt as if I forgot that I was going to put the zipper. But now I left the 2 inches. I'm going to open up the 2 inches, take the zipper and place in between it. The right side of the zipper facing the good side of the fabric. And then I'm going to sew the zipper onto the skirt, still joined together. When I'm done sewing it, I'm going to gently cut between the stitches, and then boom, the zipper will be good to go. That was very easy, and that's a very good trick for beginners, because when I started sewing a zipper, I used to get so confused at the end of the zipper. I wouldn't know how to close it up. It wouldn't look good. But this method is pretty easy, because you just sew up and then you attach the zipper to it, then you flip it on the right side and you separate the fabric together, and boom, the zip is ready to go. Alright, so let me sew it. And remember, you have to knot the first stitch. So I did knot the first stitch, and then I stitched all the way through the zipper. And then this is how it looks like after I cut the stitches into two with the zipper attached to it. There you go. Now we have our Ankara skirt, Angelina skirt as they call it. Pretty easy, pretty simple, and it's a very good DIY. This is the finished product. Thanks for watching so much, everybody, and please make sure to leave feedbacks and comments on how we can move forward, on what other videos you want me to do for you all, and please try this at home. Please try. Subscribe, like, and share my videos, and I'll keep posting updates on how to make outfits. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye bye.